Hi, this is Jim Lange. In the past series of videos, we have talked about what I think is the almost certain reduction in the short term of our income tax rates, followed by a raise in our income tax rates, and how Roth IRA conversions, as well as some of the strategies recommended for death of the stretch IRA, are so important. We talked about Roth IRA conversions and the synergy of Roth IRA conversions and Social Security strategies. And I went through Social Security strategies if you were single. I went through Social Security strategies if you were married. On this video, I'd like to talk about some Social Security strategies if you are divorced. So let's assume, for discussion's sake, that you were married for 10 years or longer and you are now divorced. Did you know that your spouse, or if you're the spouse of the person who has the higher earnings record, can get a marital benefit based on your benefit just as if you were married? So let's assume, for discussion's sake, that your ex-husband is collecting $30,000 a year starting at age 66. And let's say that your record is maybe $5,000 or $10,000 a year right now. And let's assume you're 66 also. Did you know that you could apply for a spousal benefit and you could collect half of your ex-husband's benefit? Now, this is a true story. I was explaining this once in a workshop, and a woman, she didn't even raise her hand or anything. She just blurted out, "Finally, the no good SOB is good for something." Anyway, and I have sometimes brought that up to the primary insurance amount. I said, did you know if your ex-wife didn't know this, that you could get a hold of her, tell her, hey, you can apply for a spousal benefit, significantly increase your benefit. And I've had mixed reactions. Some were, yes, that would be a good thing. She is the mother of my children. I'd rather see her financially secure. And the other ones, and I think you can guess the place, with her, the heck with it. But anyway, that is one thing. And it doesn't have any impact on the person whose record you are collecting. In fact, you can have multiple people collecting on your record. And it also applies to your death benefit. All right, remember when we talked about the death benefit for the surviving spouse? That also applies to divorcees. And let's keep it simple. There's some special rules if the divorcee remarries, but let's keep it simple. Let's assume the divorcee had enough of marriage, and then let's say you die, she could collect your amount as her death benefit. And it gets even better. What if there are multiple people? So let's assume that you were 20 years old and you got married, all right? You were making good money, but the marriage didn't last, and at 30 you got divorced, all right? Then you married somebody else, and that went 10 years, ultimately ended in divorce, and then at 40 you married somebody else. Then again at 50, then again at 60, then again at 70. And let's say you're still with the person you married at 70, or let's assume that you're still with that person. All right, and let's say that you have a great record for Social Security because you had to work that hard to pay all that alimony and child support and everything else. But anyway, here's the point. All of your ex-spouses are entitled to a spousal benefit, which, all things else being equal, and without getting into all those details again, might be half of what your benefit is. Then, let's assume that you die. All of them can collect a spousal benefit or a survivor benefit, which would be 100% of your benefit. So there are enormous benefits to being married for the purpose, or even divorce for that matter, for the purposes of Social Security. Hardly anybody gets this right. And one of the ideas of this video series is really to bring these different financial, retirement, and estate planning opportunities to you, and of course without cost. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful, and I look forward to our next video. But until then, please take advantage of all the free information that we have available. Thank you.